Let's welcome in the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Kentucky Congressman James Comer. Congressman, thank you so much for being here. Walk us through this report and your findings. And the other question is, why now?
Well, let's start with the report. As you know, we announced an investigation shortly after the House flipped from Republican to Democrat. We set out to receive the bank violations. We knew that the Bidens had many bank violations. What we found were 6 major banks filed 170 violations called suspicious activity reports. This is where the bank notifies the federal government that they believe their client has committed a financial crime. From those violations, we found dozens of LLCs that after extensive research, we concluded didn't have any purpose other than they were shell companies. We found that they laundered $27 million from our adversaries around the world through these shell companies to 10 different Biden families. Most of the money transferred while Joe Biden was vice president. President Biden lied about having any knowledge of this. He lied about meeting with these people. According to the IRS whistleblowers, they never paid a penny of taxes on this. And I think what you're going to see in the future, even with David Weiss, the special prosecutor, and hopefully in a Trump Department of Justice, you're going to see charges leveled against Biden family members for violations of the Foreign Agents Registration Act, tax evasion, and many other financial crimes, including possibly money laundering.
Yeah, and I know that several witnesses have testified that Hunter Biden used his father's brand in business dealings to receive millions of dollars, as you outlined. Here's Donald Trump's reaction to your report yesterday.
There's no way someone could have stolen that much money without Democrat senators knowing what was going on. He wined and dined them at Joe's houses. They saw his boats. They saw the way he lived. They saw his beautiful mansions. I would have made billions of dollars in this job if I wanted to play that game the way they played it, but instead I took the job very seriously and very importantly.
So how much does this change Biden's legacy, in your opinion? And do Americans pay attention to what he's done? I know Speaker Johnson put out a statement encouraging all Americans to read this report.
I hope they read the report. There are footnotes all throughout this report. We have the receipts. We have bank records. Bank records don't lie. We have emails. We have sworn deposition testimony from the people that were involved in laundering this money. This was a scheme to take money from bad people in bad countries to try to help them get out of trouble. We saw the instance with Burisma where Joe Biden just happened to call and get that prosecutor off the back of the shady oligarch who was paying his son millions of dollars. There was an attempt to do that in Romania, attempt to do that in Russia and Kazakhstan. Look, this family has been selling access to Joe Biden for over a decade. Now, I don't think any American should be okay with the leader of our country's family peddling access to him in turn for massive profits to the tune of tens of millions of dollars. We also found that there were over $8 million in loans to the president's son and brother that have never been paid back, never even paid interest on them. So at what point does a loan become a gift? I mean, when you add the loans, you're talking about $35 million. I mean, that's a significant amount of money for a shady family. So Joe Biden's legacy should be he's the most corrupt president in the history of our nation.
So this release here is the DNC. They had night one in Chicago. What happens next now, Congressman? Where do you hope to take this?
I think now you're going to see a lot of these government agencies that have been obstructing our investigation start releasing information that we've been requested. We saw the State Department do that last week. They said, oh, yeah, we have an email here that shows when Hunter Biden was on the board of Burisma during the Obama-Biden administration, he was trying to get help in a European country for his client. You're going to see the National Archives start turning over information. This investigation will be like the Hunter Biden laptop story. In time, the truth will come out, and the American people will see just how corrupt the Biden family was and how corrupt our federal government was with all these deep state agencies trying to cover and protect the Bidens.